the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Another season of EA Sports College Football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, Florida has been through the gauntlet with coaches lately, trying to find some stability. They have a new opportunity here with a young up-and-coming coach in John Summerall. He has been a proven winner at all of the stops. Now he has an opportunity to turn the Gators around and bring them back to relevance in the SEC. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Owls will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators offense will go to work first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. First carry of the season for this transfer. Got enough for the first. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Owls offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He has a big play waiting to happen. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
The kick is on its way. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
He fires to the left side. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent.
Got a little grass. Touchdown Gator! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Owls racing to the line in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really he wants to go to on third down?
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Bernard.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Messer. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Wide open spaces. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football team. It's like offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw now to try to find a way to fight back into this game. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger work. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Corrals it at the 45. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worried.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Hauls it in. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And this is an offensive coordinator's dream. The short field, the very short field, the punt return setting up a 1st and goal. From the gun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Put 6 on the board. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And he tacks on the extra point. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Farrell. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Tight end now in motion. Handoff for Ball. Turning it on. Touchdown, Florida. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I'll tell you what, Palmer, offensive coordinators, they script these things, right? And they get with you, and what do you like? What do you want to run? So far, the script is perfect. Like, everything going off as they want it to. This is about as good a start for an offense as you can draw up.
And it's crazy, David, because when you have skilled players like they have on offense and guys that are so dangerous with the football in their hands, you almost feel as a play caller like anything I dial up is going to work. And you're seeing that early in this game. Balance, throwing, a beautiful run right there, everything working right now and going according to plan.
And the extra point is good. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. The run inside. It's Pryor. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. To the house. Touchdown, Florida.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Number 38 set to kick this one.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Owls sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farrell. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Gators. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback. Get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his 2nd fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators!
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Pryor. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running right, it's ball. Maybe a crease. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The give to the single back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On target over the middle. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the heat. Buried before he could blink.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. Here's a give the ball. There he goes. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Farrell. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Here's the pressure. And he never had a chance.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket breaking down, and they got it.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
'Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit.
Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Bring in the heat. Got it. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Looking to pass. It's Peters. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Farrell. And they'll knock him down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Wants to return it. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Gators sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance.
He's loose on the left. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Peters. Rushes on him. Working that left side now. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's got great speed. And there he goes. Touchdown, Florida. Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fakes to grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Peters. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his target down the middle. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Still on his feet. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Florida! Stealing a score on special teams.
And this team is dominating this game on offense, on defense, and on special teams. They're piling on here this time with a phenomenal punt return. Oftentimes on these returns, you got to make one guy miss, and then you just let your athleticism take over. That's exactly what happened. Total domination by this team in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And back to the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with Southern Mississippi taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Golden Eagles sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now over to your game inside the Swamp. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chopping hands there in the Swamp.
The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to keep the drive alive. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the run, it's Farrell. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Farrell. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The keeper on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Garcia. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Good, solid tackle.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 41, set to kick off.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll give it to Ball. Might have a chance. And he's still running after the move. Past the 10. Touchdown, Gators. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And this one is good, and it's been anything but easy for him. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Mooney. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
That's reeled in. It's Singleton. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Unloads to the wideout. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And wings it incomplete. Oof.
got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Breaks into the open. Just broke the tackle. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
They get him on the ground. Boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Handoff for Ball. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Jones to throw. Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Pryor. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. On the ground with the counter. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the left. Absolutely showing nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's Jaden one more time. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying the run, it's Pryor. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. After that run, picked up the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the counter play.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Mooney. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. The throw. Makes the grab on the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Tillman. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Motion from the back. Snags it and he's open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. The game is well in hand. You just hope this injury's not serious. If time permits, Holly will get us up to date. Lining up from the 34 on first down. There's a crease, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Running inside. It's Pryor. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tillman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress.
He smashes his way through again. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Now on the counter. Bust through behind his pad. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Tillman. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these